We are starting live now. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Very nice. Happy to have you for a mock interview. And I think,
Same here, sir.
yeah, and your interview is going to be on which date?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Oh,
Yes,
Baba. इतनी जल्दी?
sir.
I know.
There
You
are
told.
some students who have given before me.
No,
So for general administration, it is the last day tomorrow.
Acha, general administration last day tomorrow. Good, 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 good. Excellent. And you told me you could come to know of our channel only recently. That is why there was
Yes,
delay in your coming to me for mock interview. Thank you. Now,
yes, sir.
can you please tell about yourself? This question, I think they are not asking there because they are running short of time. Your interview is at what time? Morning or evening?
Sir, it's afternoon slot.
अरे बाबा आफ्टरनून होगा तो 10 मिनट का ज्यादा नहीं होगा.
No issues, sir.
इंटरव्यू 10 मिनट 10 to 15 मिनट्स का ज्यादा नहीं होगा उधर. जल्दी जल्दी भेज रहे हैं लोग का.
Only, sir.
सुबह होगा
Not be 20
सुबह
instead of
होगा तो
interviews later.
15 to 20 मिनट्स.
Okay, okay.
You must have seen that in my previous videos. I have
Yes,
posted so
sir.
far 2 videos of questions asked in the interviews. Good. Now, while
I,
they may not ask this question from you, come on, please tell about yourself.
Sir, I've done my graduation and master's in psychology, and I started working as a counselor in a school in Rohtak, Haryana, and then I'm working as an administrator right now. And I wish to join F.C.I as assistant general manager because I have the necessary communication, leadership skills, and I'm really looking forward for it.
Hmm. How we can improve your answer is that you can tell I completed my graduation this year, post graduation this year from so and so year. I am working in this.
Mhm.
Okay. And after telling
Sure.
about that, you can also add about my father is so and so. What is your father?
Sir, my parents both are in administration department.
Acha, good. In administration department of which organization?
Sir, my mother is also in school administration, but my father is in college administration these days.
Oh, good, 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 good. So you are administrator's family.
Yes, sir.
How many siblings do you have?
I have a younger brother, sir.
What is he
He
doing?
is 22 years old. He's preparing for law for LLB.
LLB study. Good. Now you were telling that all of three of you are in administration. Can you please tell
Yes,
me
sir.
what are the qualities required for becoming successful in administration?
Sir, I think first and foremost that I've learned is the patience.
Hmm.
The patience is needed at every level in every subsequent skill, whether you're talking about empathy or you're talking about good communication skills
Hmm.
or we are talking about
Hmm.
organization or presentation skills.
Hmm.
So when we are working with the teams, there are set of expectations that we have from any of the individual or employee,
Hmm.
and the skill of the employee is maybe different from what we expect. So patience is needed to understand employees' pace of work and how to allot, whom to allot, how much to allot.
Hmm. So you mean to say patience is one of the most important qualities required for becoming a successful administration personnel. But
जी sir.
invariably, we have seen that people who are in administration are people who take quick decisions, who convey their ideas quickly. They want things to be enforced done quickly. So only those people are considered successful. ना आप पूरा पेशेंस होके बैठने से तो क्या होगा लोग तो काम नहीं करेगा.
Sir, I think motivation is important. Making them understand the deadlines is important. being strict is really important, but if you're not patient, the system works according to itself. It does not have to go necessarily as per your command. There are some things in your control and not everything is under your control. And if you're not patient, I think you end up being frustrated. So with my 2 years journey tells me that I have to be more patient. Maybe because I was over ambitious in the start, so I've learned to be more patient in this journey.
Okay, I agree with you with that partially with that point. And
Okay.
only suggestion is when you talk like this,
Mm-hmm.
instead of using the word you,
Okay.
we have to use the word we ourselves like
We.
this. Yeah, because
Okay.
when you are telling every time you are telling the 10 old men sitting there at the other side of the table.
Jesus.
So
I'll
here,
take care of that.
yeah, you have to take care of that. Now, even now, your answer for administration is not complete. Yeah.
Okay, sir.
Uh, just a minute. Not that it has to be only Googled, but even otherwise, we know. See, what are the qualities required for succeeding as a good administrator? As you rightly said, number one, patience, but that can be brought afterwards. First of all, you must know the work you are supervising.
Yes, sir.
You must know what is the work you are supervising, what is the purpose for which everything is happening in that way. So, know your work, know your people, know your group, know their strengths, try to know their weaknesses, and identify suitable person for suitable job and entrust the work to him. And besides that, the question of a certain amount of patience is required, because the people may not always like to be goaded, goaded. Instead, they would like to be guided. समझ गया?
Yes, sir.
सो
Yes, sir.
ये सब देखने से तो आपको से क्या चाहिए, knowing the work, knowing the group, and also being
Mm-hmm.
slightly patient, and you must have targets set for you.
Okay, sir.
An administrator must have his written or unwritten targets for work to be done, so that he is
Yes, sir.
taking care of it done. I hope you are, without your knowledge, you are doing
Uh,
it.
I, I am working on my targets monthly, weekly, every day, and I also try to work on the targets of the teachers and the related departments.
Really? Acha, acha. How do you go about your
Yes,
targets?
sir.
What are the targets you keep for you in terms of your school?
Sir, in myself,
Yeah.
I have some monthly targets like for this month, for August, the midterms have, there are some academic targets and there are some non-academic targets. So the academic targets includes work like midterm has to be checked, they need to be rechecked and everything. The allotment of the new portions of syllabus have to be done to the needed teachers. In terms of non-academic targets, maybe the training of teachers in terms of recent CBSE guidelines have to be done,
Oh,
in terms of personnel management, in terms of stress healing by the children.
good,
So
good, good. Right now, I understand. So everything is relating to education and this and all. You have been
yes,
used
sir.
to this type of a setup,
I
namely
have been used to
academic setup.
in my school. Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Now, how will you fit into the big organization like F.C.I?
Sir, I think I'm a very quick learner. I worked as a counselor for 3 4 months, and then I was promoted as an administrator. And I try to catch up on things as fast as I can. I try to read as much about F.C.I's working from my end. I will go into training and I will try to catch up on things. And I am a very flexible person. I can go on working for 10 hours at a stretch.
Hmm.
So I think that this will help me to mold myself into a new organization.
Do you believe that people should work 10 hours a day?
Sir, if they are taking subsequent breaks in between, I think they can work as long as this much amount of time.
10 hours.
If they are taking subsequent breaks,
No,
they are taking care of health, they are taking care of their sleeping patterns,
you
then
may
it is
you
possible.
may be
But our body needs sleep also.
yeah, you may be able to work for 10 hours, but your subordinates, will they be able to work
Uh-huh.
for 10 hours?
It varies, sir. I will have to understand what their working style is, and I will allot the task according to that only, sir.
Good. Did you by chance go through the records to find out how many employees are there roughly in FCI? The
No,
figure
sir.
we
I'm sorry.
the figure I have is only as on 2019 March.
Hmm.
That is
No, sir.
21,847.
Okay, sir.
21,847 is the figure we have. Probably it would have increased by 1,000 or so because nowadays both retirement and that comes. So, uh,
Hmm.
how such a big work is being done with so less number of employees? How is it being done? What is the
I think
what is the strategy
the
adopted? Yeah.
there is decentralization of work in more in terms of vertical as well as horizontal work is allotted. For example, if we start from the chairman, there are different departments dealing with quality control. There are departments dealing with public distribution, and there are departments which are specifically working for the storage and procurement is done.
Mm,
The role of other stakeholders like state agencies, the
mm,
farmer producer organizations,
mm.
all these are also there. So the work is delegated well, and though there are losses, I accept that. But working with such number of people has been become possible because of proper allocation of work within and outside of the department.
I think it is more of outsourcing.
Yes, sir.
Some good amount of work is being done
Yes,
in
sir.
outsourcing, like say depot maintenance and
Mm.
storage of say the loading of goods, loading of the food content onto the shelves, then removal of them, sending it to the transport through to railway, etc. Everything that is all done by agencies to whom work is entrusted.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I hope you understand. It is not that the
Yes.
employees of FCI are not loading the content onto the lorry or for being loaded
Mm.
onto the railway. It is all done by
Yes, sir.
outsourced labor.
Yes, sir.
That may be one
The
reason.
private as well as the state agencies are also involved.
Mm.
Also, other organizations like Central Warehouse Housing Corporation is also working in
In respect of
alongside.
storage, in respect of storage.
Yes, sir.
Very good. When was FCI started?
Sir, it was started in 1955
19?
with food.
Ni-
Yes, yes,
nine-
sir.
1955 or 65?
65, sir.
65 is correct. Good. Yeah. Good, good. How many zonal officers are there?
Sir, there are five zonal offices.
Who is the key?
North,
Who is the key person? Chairman and managing director.
sir, he is Mr. Atish Chandra. He is the IAS Chairman and Managing Director of F.C.I.
What are the products with which FCI is dealing?
Sir, F.C.I deals with mainly paddy and wheat,
Food
but
grain. Very good. Food
some
grains.
amount of coarse grains
Yeah,
is
yeah.
also.
Yeah, you covered correctly. Yeah, yeah. You told paddy and wheat plus something more also occasionally. Good.
Yes, sir.
What is the vision and mission of FCI?
Yes, sir. A vision is to ensure the food security of the citizens of the country, and there are different missions. The first one is ensuring that the price control, price support operations for the farmers is managed well.
Hmm,
Then there is maintenance of proper buffer stock in case of emergencies.
mm,
Then there is it also ensures that there is availability of food grains
mm,
through appropriate policy.
mm. Through PDS.
Yes, sir.
What is PDS?
PDS is public distribution system, sir.
What is the
It
latest?
is
What
providing.
What is the latest
Yes, sir.
concept that has come in this case? In the case of
Sir,
rate,
yes, sir.
what is that?
We are talking about targeted PDS system.
Uh, one nation,
Uh,
one ration.
One nation, one. Yes, sir. One ration scheme.
What is the significance of that?
Sir, there are some migrating labor force who have the ration card of their village and maybe want to procure the village in some other urban area. So they can do that. It will be very beneficial for them.
Yeah. Instead of getting a new ration card, the existing ration card itself can be used, and they can drop a say ration in the new place also. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that is a
Yes,
point.
sir.
That is a point to be stressed. That is when you are moving from one state.
Okay,
Suppose
sir.
you are now in which state? Haryana. Hello.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm working in Haryana, but today I'm in Delhi because commuting from here will be easier.
Acha, 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 acha. Good, good, good. Okay. So Delhi mein you are having ration. Supposing you are transferred to Rajasthan, you can take with the
Yes,
same
sir.
ration card food grains in Rajasthan. How
Yes, sir.
government is enabling such a mammoth work done? What is it that is helping PDS system to
Sir,
function smoothly?
hmm, yes, sir. The biometric system is of big help.
Hmm.
The scanning can be done in the new areas,
Ah,
and there is also new portal, Vitaran portal,
ah.
which is managed. It has a database of all the ration card holders.
Good, excellent. This is the point I wanted. Very good. You got the point, and you have laid the emphasis of information technology.
Okay, sir.
What is your exposure to information technology?
Sir, I think we in today's time, living in today's time has helped us be surrounded with IT. So, as administrator, I'm comfortable working with different softwares and different tools like Excel, worksheet, database, etc.
Really? Oh,
Yes,
Excel.
sir.
Excel. What is the other sheet you said? Worksheet.
There is Google Sheet also, sir.
Google
Worksheet,
sheet.
yes, sir.
Acha, acha. Good. Very good. Please elaborate the usefulness of social media and also the disadvantages of social media.
Sir, social media, I believe, is a blessing, especially during COVID times. It has helped reduce the time the task used to take. It has helped us get in touch with our friends and family, and it has helped doing things faster. It has helped in getting to access of the things we didn't know back then. But the challenges of the same, the first one is the right to privacy. What we are talking, what we are doing has no boundaries.
Mm,
Secondly, I think it has also interfered with our functioning. It is very difficult to draw the line between the personal and the professional areas.
mm,
Uh, the there is distraction, especially among children and adolescents, in terms of social media.
mm,
There are unrealistic expectations also among the children because they get too much influenced by what is everything is there on social media. There is also issue of the fake news which is being spread to social media. Another occurring issue is of deep fakes, where it is difficult to test whether a thing is real or fake.
mm. You are in a CBSE school.
Yes, sir.
Classes are conducted only through online.
Yes, sir.
The tests are also conducted through online.
Earlier, sir, now we are shifting a bit to the offline mode
Offline tests are then,
for
acha,
class 9 to 12.
oh, 9 to 12 classes have started.
Yes, sir.
Acha, 50% attendance, something like that. Correct?
Ji, sir.
That's okay. But one thing I have noticed, I am not sure whether you have noticed that children get addicted to cell phone.
Yes, sir.
Children form their own likes, like some child likes music, some child likes drama, some child likes cinema. Like that, they get into the areas which normally they will not be exposed to.
Ji, sir.
And as a result of that, it affects the mental balance of the child itself. Have you come across such cases in your school, or is it within your area or some other person's area?
I think this has become one of the most common challenge for our school that the parents are complaining that instead of attending classes, children switch on the class and side by side they are exploring other stuff.
Yeah,
They do not switch on the videos and they keep browsing other stuff also. So it
yeah,
is very important that whether they, if they, we cannot take off, we cannot take them off the cell phone, but there are some solutions we have found for the problem. For
yeah,
example, it is mandatory for every child to switch on the video during that. We are trying to make classes as interactive as possible.
uh,
The parental
yeah,
controls
one minute,
are
one minute,
important.
1 minute, hold on.
No,
Yeah,
no,
just hold. Yes, I'm sorry. Some postman came. That's the reason. Yeah.
no
Now
issue.
this issue I have raised now because we have a child just below this flat where
Mhm.
the child is totally not able to uh, not able
Concentrate.
yeah concentrate on studies. So
But
this
I think it can be connected to lag motion. It refers to the child has the intention to study but is not able to control himself to get out of the phone.
yeah
So one thing we are doing in school is that we are asking, so the parents who are reporting that they are facing such issue, we are asking them to take note of the there is an app in the phone, there is in the settings, they can check on which app the child is spending the most time and how much hours the child is spending on the smartphone.
mm,
So through that we can understand which pattern does the child which apps are most used, and we are trying to substitute that to the familiar conversations. We are trying to arrange hobby classes also, and despite even if that does not work, we ask the parents to ensure that the child is being visited with the counselor, the school counselor. The
mm.
counseling sessions are done there.
Yeah. In fact, this case, that it went up to counselor, then it went up to some physician and all that. So much problems are there.
Oh,
Yeah, that's
yes,
what it
yes,
is. Anyhow, it's a separate area. Sorry, I have gone into another area. Now you are in the
yes,
school as administrator, and you have told you are confident of getting into the bigger organization also. And because you have had post graduation education and also experience of 3 years,
yes, sir.
how will you motivate people?
But motivation does not necessarily come from outside. There is common perception that for motivation, if employees have to be told again and again, they have to be reviewed or they have to be very strictly. I think aligning their personal goals with that of organization is the first task that I want to do. Secondly, understanding your employees' needs, the present skills that they have is important. For motivating them, I think weekly meetings can be done. It can also be done on one-on-one basis. I will make sure that I'm not over justifying what I'm doing because in certain cases it is seen that the outside motivation rather acts as a resistance in their motivation. So I have to understand what they are actually getting motivated from, and I have to push them into that field only. So, for example, if an employee is having way too much absenteeism, so rather than making it strict to ensure that the attendance rises, I would look into the issues that the employees may be facing. Maybe it has to do with the organizational environment or the personal issues. So the employee-centric approach will help me in improving the motivation.
Good. That's nice. Now, why did you choose psychology?
Sir, as I shared that both of my parents were in administrators, so they would come and share problems they were facing at home in their professional environment. So ultimately, in class 11th and 12th, I adopted humanities and I wanted to work in administration only. So I felt psychology is the basic requisite that one might need when one wants to become an administrator.
But is it
So
not
I found it interesting in class 11th and 12th. Yes, sir.
is it not MBA?
But
MBA that is
I
required
think
becoming a good administrator. Not that psychology cannot become a good administrator, but
yes, sir.
what prompted you to choose? What is it you liked in psychology?
Sir, I think the idea of psychology is that it connects with everyone. It is very relatable subject. It has a broad spectrum of dealing with things. Though MBA have a very promising result when we are talking about personal management, but psychology is more humanistic in that area, and it deals with health, it deals with sports, it deals with individual stress coping capacity, it deals with everything that we are doing from IT to media to community setup. So I was really drawn towards the idea that I could apply what I'm studying in my daily life. So that is why I continued in with graduation and master's.
Good. What are your biggest strengths and weaknesses?
Sir, my biggest strength is I'm a very versatile person. I'm trying. I have been managing my work, my studies, my personal life alongside, and no matter how many responsibilities come on my desk, I try to address them in the most efficient way possible.
Hmm.
But my weakness is that I'm a very self-critical person.
Hmm.
So I look back and every time, sometimes I rebuke myself that I should have done better, and it drives me to become better. So
Hmm. That's good. Criticizing yourself is not bad, but over criticizing oneself should not be there.
yes, yes,
You can't criticize more, with the result you may not start working also. That should not be there. So whereas criticizing oneself is okay. Would you
yes.
describe yourself
Because
would you describe yourself as an effective communicator?
I have been learning to become more of an active listener rather than an active speaker for the past years. So I try to understand and paraphrase what the other person is saying. So yes, I can call myself an active listener, good communicator.
Your job requires you are being good communicator or listener.
Sir, one cannot become good communicator without being an active listener.
Good.
So one
So
needs to have clear, objective command besides having the active listening skill.
mm, good. What do you think are the steps needed for women empowerment in our country?
Sir,
So,
there are various steps that are needed at different levels,
mm,
starting from the nation, the macro level. I think more women participation is important. Right now, we only have political participation. Only 10 to 11% of women leaders are on the political front. In terms of economic empowerment, though we have schemes like Startup India, especially the priority sector lending are improving the women entrepreneurship. So such things are important. Even socially also, though we are done with different traditional social labels, but again the stereotypes related to gender are very prominent. So the societal setup has to be is evolving in this direction. In the micro framework, when it comes to the individual centric or the family level, I think education of the women is very important. The gross enrollment ratio of women in higher education is very low. So at the primary level, we are doing better, but higher education is important. Economic independence of women is the foremost thing. Besides that, I think health of women should be improved further for better empowerment.
Correct. So these are the points you have in mind for women improvement. What do you know about self-help group? Have you
Well,
have you heard about it? Yes or no?
yes, sir. Yes, sir. I have heard about it. The self-help group is a group of people who come together for a particular cause. They help each other, and it is most commonly done among women. And for example, self-help group the women farmers can come together. They can pool in their resources. They can discuss the issues they are having, and it is also being promoted by the government also. For example, there is a scheme which connects the direct bank loans can be given to self-help groups.
Correct. See, actually, self-help group is a group where 15 or 20 people join together. They are all from different walks of life. There is one person making agarbatti, another person making mombatti, another person making mat making, like that. They all do their own functions. They start saving money. They open bank account. Depending on the amount saved, the bank gives advance to the group. The group leader in turn gives money to the members. Members use that money raised in their business, and they repay the money to the group. Group in turn refunds the money to the bank. And in order to encourage them, the bank tries to increase the limit of money granted. If 1 lakh was granted initially, then say 2 lakhs is granted the next time. Could you understand? Yeah. So
Yes,
that limit has now
is
been.
it important that they have to be from different fields of work?
They are all from different fields of work. It is not a compulsion.
Yes, sir.
It is not a. See how it happens is people in a village. Obviously, they have to be from different profession. There will be a milkman. There will be a cobbler. There will be another person doing another work. So it has to be people from all walks ordinarily. It cannot be all farmers are together. But it can be that out of a group of 15, there are 5 farmers. Possible. It is not like people of the same thinking or assembling together. No. The success of self-help group is that it consists of different walks of life. This concept has been derived from Bangladesh. One, Mr. Mohammed Yunus. He is a Nobel Prize winner. He is the creator of this concept known as microcredit. So that is this scheme is successful because of the fact that it involves people, mainly women. The repayment has also been very good. More than 98% of the loans are being repaid properly. Whereas when they started a self-help group with men, they could not succeed. There were a lot of defaults and all that. 80% only was coming back and all that. So that way, this group concept is an encouraging concept for people to achieve things. Good. You told this point. Now tell me why we should select you.
Sir, as I shared that I'm from the psychology background, I can bring diversity to the workforce. Also, I saw the list of the candidates who are selected for the interview. There are very less women, and I think gender diversity is very important for an organization. And
Good
usually, also,
reason.
I'm a very committed person, and I'm a very versatile person who does not script, who welcomes all the challenges. So I think I can be a perfect fit.
Very nice answer. There are less number of women, so you please select me. No, it's okay. You are 100% in order in telling that. Yeah, good. But you should have brought in your other strengths, like say, I'm a quick learner, I'm a problem solver, I am a creative person, I'm good in time management,
Mm.
I'm good in setting up of targets, I'm not affected by failure. Why could you not have told all these points? If you had listened to my videos,
I thought I shared all my strengths already. So I
oh,
thought rather than stretching again on that, I'd share something
no, there
different.
is, see, sometimes there may be repetition of questions. Same question can be asked. Say, now I asked you why we should select you. Answer is same as what the question, what are your strengths? Same answer.
Yeah.
So
Okay, sir,
like,
I'll emphasize more on my individual qualities.
yeah. So doesn't matter. You are capable of doing it. Do it correctly, then it will impress very much. Good,
Okay, sir.
good. Why do you want to work in FCI?
Sir, during the pandemic years, I felt that agriculture and farming has been one of the stable areas, and it is one of the most important areas.
Mm,
FCI works for the vulnerable classes, and provision of food is the foremost right for any citizen.
mm.
So I think I want to work with such an organization who has such primary and basic responsibility. I think I feel like I'm making an impact into people's lives. So that is why.
Good. You know what is the total stock capacity of our FCI?
Sorry, sir, I don't know the total stock capacity.
Total stock capacity is somewhere around 817 lakh metric tons. If I have told it,
870
I have
lakh
told it,
MT.
I have told in my previous videos.
Oh, sir, I went through some of your SCI interview group material,
Hmm.
but I'll get, I don't know. Okay, sir.
This will not be there. This is there very much in our say website itself. All these things like roles and responsibilities. Are you aware what is your roles
Okay.
and responsibilities?
Yes, sir.
Uh,
As an AGM,
it is it is
from the,
it is coming under view 333 on top. There they are giving the role of chairman, managing director, executive
yes, sir.
director. You know that?
I've gone through that, sir.
Yeah,
As an AGM,
yeah. Tell me the
yes, sir.
important points.
As,
Yeah.
okay, so the first one would be implementation of the SCI orders. It will be to coordinate with different activities under the department. Then there will be some submission of work reports and ensuring that the work is done on time. There could be supervision of reports also, and there could be collection of data also. Then the work has to be delegated. This will be done by the AGM only. The planning, the organization, everything is under his or her control. Then relationship management will also be done with the district authorities and district office.
No, but I that is okay. You are told generally what came to your mind. But what is given in that material is that important point that AGM, DGM, GM, they are all input providers.
Okay.
That is, they are giving information to their higher authority.
Okay, sir.
So they
Input
must
provider.
so they must be aware of the strengths and weakness of the work in their zone or region or district.
Okay.
They have to be aware of all the vigilance cases, stock disposal, legal cases, out of court settlement, इन्वेंट्री कंट्रोल एक्सेट्रा, ये सब का बारे में आपको पता होना चाहिए। और उसका वजह से आप ऐसा ही प्रसन्न नहीं करना, उसका ऊपर में आपको कमेंट दे के प्रसन्न करना है। समझ गया?
Okay, sir.
या इसका अलावा the statistics collected, as I told you, should be given with your comment. And another important point is, as AGM, you will be taking responsibility of maintenance of records through computer properly, so that on a later date we must be able to retrieve it easily.
Okay, sir.
So this is very important. We must be able to retrieve it easily. To be very frank, I am into this computer writing for the last 15, 18 years. So much so the files are there now. I don't know where my files are. So that much confused it is. So many. So of course I know what I am dealing right now. So that should not be the case. You must maintain files in a proper manner.
Okay, sir.
So that is the job role of a
organization in computer management.
Yeah,
properly.
AGM is not going to put it into computer. He has to see that the people working in computer, they follow this.
Okay.
Yeah,
So the supervision of computer personnel.
Yeah, and that it should be done in a proper way. Say whatever is suited to for easy recovery.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, I am very good. You were talking very nicely, and rating wise 9 out of 10. With the comment, you are not that very comfortable with what is given in the website.
Okay, sir. I'll go through that.
That is my perception, or my design, my decision on listening to various answers. You know, not that I want you to repeat exact words, but I can easily make out whether you have read it or not, whether you have read it with understanding or not. That is again, maybe you have read it once, twice, thrice, but probably you have not retained it in your mind.
Okay, sir. I will look for keywords. I'll go through it again and again. I have some time today.
Yeah. So please do that. That alone has to be done. Otherwise, number one, you are excellent in communication. And you have a very good confidence level.
Thank you, sir.
So
I hope this all helps.
That is why I've given you 9 out of 10. But luckily you are not answered any question wrongly. You did not answer some question 100% perfectly. They were 75% correct also, to my satisfaction. So, but however, overall performance is 9. One, for the fact, as you said, women should be empowered. More women like you must get enrolled in public sector undertakings. And try to be a factor helping the organization. God bless you. Any other questions you have?
Just one, sir. What would you suggest for now? I will look into it. I have gone through the storage, the procurement, the statistics somewhat, but maybe I left out on some areas like
now, for example,
and the work of AGM should be more specific.
Now, when I ask this stock capacity, 800.
Yeah, that I should know.
That what is the authorized capital?
Sir, I have missed out on this. I will look into these details.
Authorized capital is 10,000 crores.
Okay,
and paid up capital is 8,036 crores.
Okay, sir.
So something like that. But 100% you are right. There is no connection between finance and you. But as a person who is
I will still look into it.
Yeah. Yes. As a person who is coming to F.C.I, should he not know about F.C.I? If nothing is possible, at least go through Wikipedia.
Sir, I've gone through Wikipedia, I've gone through website also, but I didn't know about this finance and the stock limit. But I will look into such areas more keenly, and I will try to retain those
Yeah,
figures also.
yesterday they asked a question. What are the various
Mhm.
modes of transport?
Railways, roadways, and waterways. Railways is 90%, and the rest two are 10%.
Yeah, this is the question they asked, and of course,
Okay, sir.
nothing other things. They can ask you about family background, why F.C.I, why what is your
Mhm.
educational background. They can also ask you what is MSP, what is PDS.
Okay, sir.
Then are you
Sir,
willing?
am I on record?
Yeah, it is on record. Are you willing to
Okay.
relocate everything? Very good. Should I stop this now?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I will
Thank you.
stop it now. If you have some questions, you can ask. Yeah. Now
Yes, sir. One question.
I have stopped